In less than 10 minutes, I'm going to add wireless CarPlay and Android Auto to this 2018 Toyota Kluger using Alpine Halo 11 head unit. Now for the first part of the install, you want to remove this big frame surrounding your climate control, which is held on by just clips. So you can start unclipping it on one side and follow the routine of the clip. Once you have taken out your trim for the climate control, there's only two plugs at the back and this panel can sit on the side. Now this clip around here is not actually a plug, it's just a guiding pin. So instead of pushing it down and trying to pull it, you have to pull it up and the plastic trim will come out from the hatchback system. Now for the next part of the install, this plastic trim surrounding your AC ducts needs to come out. This also is held on by just clips, so use your plastic trim removal tool and you can try to wedge it in and push it out. Because this trim is so thin and flimsy, what you want to try to do is just wedge your tool in and then kind of use your fingers to guide the pins out. That way you minimize the chances of damaging or actually breaking the trim itself. Once you have the big trim and that plastic trim out, now it's time to remove the AC ducts, which is also held on by just clips, so you can pull onto it straight. Pops out. Same on the other side. And these two can also sit on the side. Now in order to remove the factory head unit and the screen, all you have to do is remove two 10 mils underneath, and there is two hidden 10 mils behind on each side. Once you've removed those four 10 mils, the factory radio and the screen will come out. Once the factory head unit has been removed, there's a few plugs at the back that you need to take out, and then the radio can sit on the side. Now for the next part of the install, you need to remove your glove box, which is held on by just one clip on either side. Following that will be removal of a pillar, so we can run our mic up into the roof lining and behind the rear view mirror on the driver's side. Now when removing the glove box, all you have to do is press in on this part of the glove box on either side, and on the left side of the glove box you'll see this extended strut which can just pop out from your glove box. Now coming onto your A pillar is just a pull in from top, and then you'll find this kind of clip. There's two of them, one on top and one on the bottom. You can just twist the tab inside in a vertical manner and then it should slide out of your A pillar, and then the A pillar can sit on the side. You have to be very mindful about removing both clips. There's one at the top and one at the very bottom. You'll see them, both of them are green in color. You have to twist them and they will slide out. This is a pull tab which slides out of your A pillar, which just needs to be twisted. Inside the A pillar it goes in and locks in such manner. So all you have to do is twist it and then it should just slide straight out. Now just a quick recap, the whole disassembly process is the big trim with the climate control, and you can remove the brown trim up top. After that, both of your AC ducts will come out and then the head unit pops out. After taking your head unit out, you have to remove your glove box, which the process has been shown before, and your A pillar. That is all the disassembly you need to install the Alpine Halo 11. In the Alpine box, you get your exterior cover, DAB antenna, mic, and other harnesses required for this install. You have to be very gentle when you're trying to run your mic wiring through your roof lining, making sure not to pull too hard on anything as it can do permanent damage, and not to force anything. If there is too much resistance, try to work around it. Now in this case, the customer has provided his own dash cam and the wiring for it, which he wants us to run there. I'm just taping it up with a nice fabric tape just to make sure there's no rattling on top of the headlining. And once I'm done taping this, I'm going to run it along with my microphone wiring and then down the A pillar into the glove box and leave the other end in the glove box for a customer, as this is a plug and play, it's not a hardwire kit. This is how the A pillar is looking after mounting the microphone, the dashcam wiring, and my GPS. Everything is running along the factory line with some good fabric tape to keep everything nice, tidy, and neat. Running all the way down, going into the glove box section. Now in here, what I'm going to do is keep the dashcam wiring in here, as it's a plug and play dashcam. The customer wants it in the glove box. However, for my microphone and my GPS, I'm gonna go behind this panel here, right next to where the head unit is gonna get mounted. Now after installing your microphone and GPS, you can go ahead and put the A pillar back. If you are doing the DAB antenna, you would also want to install the DAB antenna here. However, since the customer opted out of installing DAB, since the customer did not want anything visual on the windscreen, you can just go ahead and put the A pillar back on. Make sure both of the clips are aligned and back in place. Make sure that the A pillar is sitting nice and flush. Both of the feet for the A pillar are in and then they're holding on tight. The grommet is in check with no gaps along the sides. That is the GPS and mic wiring run together. I've run it behind the glove box and on top of your cabin filter, which can lead straight to where your head unit is gonna get mounted. Now in terms of wiring, you can get wiring harness that's plug and play. However, in this case, we are doing hard wiring for everything from camera to sound and steering wheel control, along with power antenna. Now once that is done, I'm going to plug everything in, make everything nice and tidy, and then test the head unit. Once the head unit is working and I'm happy, I can start reassembling the whole dash. Guys, I'm so sorry for the missing bit. We had to cut short the job yesterday. It was raining heavy. The pocket was not there. There was a whole bunch of things going on. We came back this morning and finished the job, and everything is working nice and neat. Your steering wheel control is working up and down for your volume, changing tracks, going back and forth. When you hop into reverse, it goes into reverse, come back to park, back into your CarPlay. That is an amazing system. Guys, if you want something done like this to your car, it can be any car. It can be a Toyota, it can be a Hyundai, it can be literally any car in existence. And we're gonna get wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto for you guys. Just send me an email here or contact me here. Peace.